I don't know what I don't even know what country this is anymore, to be honest with you. The man said, grab him by the blank. He won 2 terms. The man said he supported everything in the Project 2025 propaganda, and a black woman told y'all he was planning to do it, and y'all said she wasn't qualified, and he got in there and he's doing it. The Cubans and the Latinos for Trump were cha-cha-chaing all the way to the voter booth, and now he put them in cages and sending them wherever they wanted, wherever he wants. And it's still okay. We ain't burnt the country down yet. Barack Obama, we had to have that man go dig his birth certificate out of some hole to prove he was an American. The standard, the double standard, has been right in front of us the whole time.
Hey, yo, check this out. Apparently I have an addiction because I just can't stop. You see it. Cuban family that backed Trump cries after ICE picks up their son. He failed us. Let's check it out.
Que tiene 85 años de edad, extraña a su nieto. El nieto era el que la ayudaba, le daba su leche, la levantaba de la cama, la volvía a acostar.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it there because this is pulling on my heartstrings. And all I really have to say is, lo siento, abuela, y dile adios. Oh yeah, cue the music.
I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote. Raise your hands, come on. For Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, I couldn't forget about the remix.
Wow, just like that, the consequences are hitting hard. Some Cubans' families who supported Trump are realizing exactly what they voted for, and it's not what they expected. This video is about FAFO. F around and find out. These are real reactions from Cuban Trump voters in Miami, and the results, honestly, is painful, shocking, and at times kind of satisfying to watch. From family facing icy raids to voters who cheered for Trump and now feel abandoned, we are seeing the full far-out play out in front of the camera. And it's not just about politics, it's about trust, loyalty, and paying attention to what leaders actually do once they are in power. So today the spotlight is on those who backed Trump, thinking they were protected, thinking they were smart, only to discover that no one is safe from the consequences of their own choices. Stick around, some of the reactions are going to make viewers question, laugh, and maybe even shake their heads. Let's dive into the video. Let's do it.
Mi gente, I haven't done one of these in a while. Between the Cuban Adjustment Act and then when they started, when they took away their refugee status, I came on here and I talked about it again and I kind of make fun of them. But anyway, here's another one for the record. Cuban-Americans take front and fucking center. Cubans for Trump. Front and fucking center. Let's talk about it, because I know you don't want to talk about it now, right? Now you're avoiding me at all fucking costs, right? And I think it's funny, but in the last fucking week, this administration has gone after you super hard. Super hard. Even those that have been in the country for a fucking while are getting detained and being threatened to be fucking deported. And he is coming after you. There goes the fucking articles. That this, because I know you're going to say I'm lying, but I'm not lying. And if it hasn't happened to you yet, it's just a matter of fucking time. Once he revoked your refugee status for you, Haitians, and Venezuelans, right? Now you don't have the protections and that your ass is voted for, right? Do you remember all the videos? Your votes, voy a votar por Donald Trump. Right? Remember that? Remember that? Remember how many of you came to my page to talk shit? Who's fucking laughing now? Who's fucking laughing now? Do you think this would have taught you a lesson for midterms? Do you think it's going to teach you a lesson for 2028? I fucking doubt it. I doubt it. But I hope it does. I told you so. Again, I warned you.
This fuck around and find out edition goes out to Cuban Americans. Cuban Americans down in Florida who voted overwhelmingly for Trump. You cheered on his tough guy rhetoric, thinking they would never come for you. And you cheered on when you saw Mexicans and Haitians and Hondurans getting kidnapped and deported. And you thought, they're not coming for us. We wear the red MAGA hat. We wave the MAGA flag. And now you look out your windows in Little Havana, Miami, and you see your neighbors getting picked up, getting thrown in vans, getting shipped to who knows where. Maybe next time you'll think a little harder. You fucked around, and now you're finding out.
If there ever was a definition of fuck around and find out, we have just found it. Where are my Miami Cubans at, huh? Where are you guys at? Because you guys were loud and proud back then. Where are you at now? He had you all fooled saying that the deportations were only for the bad people, the unalivers, the rapists, the ones bringing drogas into the country, right? He had you guys so fucking fooled. It was only the bad people. And now you guys fucked around and found out because you voted him in, and now look it. Y'all thought because your skin was light enough that you were going to get away with the deportations. But now that it's affecting you all, you're all on the internet boo-hooing and crying. Why are we going back to this country? Why are you sending me back? I did this the right way. He doesn't give a shit. When are you going to learn? If you're brown, if you speak Spanish, he wants you fucking gone. Gone. And now you fuck around and you found out.
Alright, look at this. The woman is asking where are the Miami Cubans for Trump, because at the rallies they were loud, proud, cheering, waving signs. And now, silence. That's FAFO in action. Here's the thing. People don't seem to realize that when you vote for someone who doesn't have your back, it eventually catches up. Trump made promises, rallied support, got people to believe they were untouchable, and now the reality is hitting them like a ton of bricks. Families are losing kids to ICE, and yet some are still in shock, asking why it's happening. It's almost unbelievable. The same energy that was shouting at Larry's is nowhere to be found. It's easy to cheer for a candidate when everything hypothetical, when it's all talk. But when the policies land and your life is affected, suddenly it's too much to handle. And that's what makes this FAFO moment too intense. This is exactly outcomes of not paying attention, of blindly support a leader without asking what happens if this actually goes through. People are realizing way too late that their vote had real consequences. And for many Cuban Trump supporters in Miami, it's too late to hit undo. Let's continue.
3 quick things. Number 1, I see a lot of creators coming for Latinos, as a lot of Latinos from different groups voted for Trump. But as us liberal Democratic Latinos know, the overwhelming majority of Latino vote for Trump were Cubans. Happened back in 08, 12, 16, 2020, and now 24. In every presidential election, it's always been Cubans. We've known that. As Latinos, we don't claim them. We don't invite them to the carne asada. Okay? And come on, black people. Mexicans and Puerto Ricans especially stood with you back in 2020 for BLM. Do you think we were going to stop now? Number 2, as they're trying to scrape away every form of birth control for women, and since a lot of Republican men and men overall don't usually ask your political affiliation before they non-consensually assault you, just an FYI that Plan B has a shelf life of 4 years. So please pass that along. And number three, to the people who keep saying, but we could still be friends right after this. No, the fuck we can't. Especially if you voted for Trump, no, the fuck we can't. Okay, because I'll ask you this simple question back. And you can lie through your teeth, but we know the answer. If Vice President Harris and Governor Walz would have won, would you still want to be our friend? Probably not. So if you voted for Trump, go fuck yourselves. And everybody else, have a good day. Don't worry, we'll all get through this some way, somehow.
All right. Trying to explain why the Cubans and the Venezuelans and all the minority that still support Donald Trump strongly to this day, even though Donald Trump openly disregard these minority groups and also express himself openly in public places through speech and his own actions, saying that how much he don't want these people in this country. There's only one answer, because all these people came from a dictator country and they were brainwashed their whole life before they came to the United States. They still hardwired to thinking of being submissive to the regime, and the regime ain't gonna do anything to you. That's sad and, unfortunate, because they cannot switch to this U.S. mindset yet, because you stand up. If the government did something wrong to you, you have to stand up and fight them in court to get your right. They're not there yet, so that's why they want to support Donald Trump, because Donald Trump got them scared, and they are in survival mood now. And their only strategy in that survival mood is to support whoever threaten them to do bad things to them, so they be submissive. Okay, and that set up a very sad example and very strong example to stand up and fight Donald Trump, and don't be submissive, because at the moment you submit, you're dead, you're done for, and then there's no comeback. All right, so for those people, if you know, for everyone who watched this video, if you know that people like that, share this video with them. Keep telling them, you need to stand up and fight. If you don't support Donald Trump, he will just die like a paper tiger. That's all. Okay?
And here we go. The question everyone's asking, why are minority groups like Cubans still supporting Trump even after being disregarded? Honestly, it's baffling, but it also tells you a lot about loyalty, identity, and how some people choose ideology over self-interest. This is Fafo at its purest. They wanted a strong man, a guy who promised to shake things up, and now they are finding out that he's shaking them up too. It's almost poetic in a way. Trump promised action, and action is exactly what they got, just not in the way they imagine. But here's the kicker. Many of them don't want to face the reality that their vote contributed to their own undoing. That's why seeing this reaction is so satisfying and so wild to the same time. It's a mix of shock, betrayal, and let's be real, a little bit of justice for blindly cheering for someone who literally ignored them once in power. By this point, anyone watching should understand the full Fafo story. Cheering too loud, ignore the warnings, signs, and yeah, life has a way of catching up. These reactions are a perfect reminder that sometimes choices have consequences, and in this case, they are hitting very, very hard. Let's continue.
Stand up, Miami Cubans. Stand up and take a round of applause for playing yourself. Oh, you think this is going to only affect those without documents, right? How are they going to know? How are they going to know who is here legally and who is not? Oh, you're going to let them violate your constitutional rights and ask you for your ID? Oh, you think, I'll just show them my ID and they won't bother me, without realizing that is a violation of your constitutional rights. Do you even know your constitutional rights? Do you even know? Or do they just keep you down there in Miami in some of the worst schooling in the nation, and they don't tell you your constitutional rights as they stomp on them? Oh, you think it's going to affect others and not you. It's the selfishness, that really gets to me. The selfishness that they voted for this. And I'm not saying that Haitians, Venezuelans, and Nicaraguans, whether they were here legally, voted for this. No. Specifically, Miami Cubans, who were so blatant on the timeline leading up to the election, that they wanted this, but you didn't realize how it's...
And there it is, the final moment, the guy telling Miami Cubans for Trump to stand up and take a round of applause for playing themselves. Honestly, it's hard to watch, but it's exactly what FAFO is all about. This is exactly reality when you vote without paying attention, when you cheer for a candidate who doesn't have your back, and then expect exceptions to be made just because you believed in them. There is no exceptions. Life doesn't care about campaign rallies or chants, and Trump certainly doesn't. For those Cuban families and voters, it's a harsh lesson. They wanted policies, the promises, the protection, and now they are seeing it hit in full force. It's painful, frustrating, and chaotic, but it's also real. This is a reminder that every choice has consequences, and every vote matters. And for everyone watching, this isn't just about politics. It's a story about awareness, accountability, and the risk of blindly supporting someone, cheering for a leader who doesn't have your best interest in mind. Isn't just a naive, it's dangerous. So Miami Cubans for Trump, families, voters, this round of applause, it's yours. You wanted it, you got it. And for the rest of us watching, it's a lesson in paying attention, questioning promises, and understanding the full weight of political choices. FAFO never fails, and today didn't. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe so you won't miss any video we upload. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I wish you peace and love. Bye-bye. See you to the next one.